Hello friends, I am Shushant Raghavan. Welcome to the technical and quality section for understanding the technical requirement in and quality standards in the clothing industry, making a sustainable garment. I have good practical experience in the apparel manufacturing sector. My skills are CAD pattern making, sample development, technical requirements, and measuring quality performance. Today's session is about pressing in clothing industry. For more sessions like this, do like and subscribe to my channel. Now let's begin the presentation. Pressing in clothing industry. Pressing makes a large contribution to the finished appearance of garments and thus their attractiveness at the point of sale. Appearance is the basis of most consumers' judgment on whether or not to purchase a garment. The basic objective of finishing must be quality and appearance. The purpose of pressing: to smooth away unwanted creases and crush marks. In garment manufacturing, creases and crushing occur in garments as a result of operator handling, and these are particularly bad where garments are handled between operations in bundles, whether tied up tightly or piled on trolleys or in boxes. However, the installation of hanging transport systems or the working of team systems has reduced the problem of many types of garments. To make creases where the design of the garment requires them. Creases are obvious design features in trousers, skirts, where a series of creases is often referred to as pleating, and some collar styles. Creases are less obvious but still require pressing when they are hems and cuff edges, front placket edges, top edges of waistband, pocket flaps, and patch pocket edges, as well as pressed open seams. To mold the garment to the contour of the body. It is mainly affected in wool or wool rich fabrics in the types of garment referred to as tailored. This sort of molding involves two kinds of deformation, together or separate, shrinking and stretching. After molding, it is not possible to unpick the seams and return garment parts to their former flat state. The chief areas where the molding takes place are around the ends of darts, collars, shoulders, armholes, and sleevettes, and sometimes trouser legs. A general principle can be stated, which is that where the body has a prominence, extra length is created, and where the body has a halo, the fabric is shrunk. To prepare garments for further sewing, the term underpressing is reserved for pressing operation on partly constructed garments, while top-off or final pressing is used for completed garments. The stages at which a garment is underpressed will depend on many factors. It normally takes place when several sewing stages have been completed. An obvious example would be jacket and its lining before assembly, after which pressing of the separate sections would no longer be possible. Underpressing also makes further sewing easier to do. It may be possible to top stitch a collar which has not been pressed, but it is likely to be more quickly and accurately sewn if it is pressed. To refinish the fabric after manufacturing the garment, especially during underpressing, the surface of the fabric may be temporarily changed. A common symptom is gloss or glazing, induced by extreme pressure of press or iron in order to achieve a firm edge or seam. The surface fibers are heavily flattened in such a way as to form a partial mirror. A related but lesser symptom is generalized flattening of the nap of the fabric, which no longer shows the richness intended by its designer. In summary, pressing makes the final presentation of the garment ready for sale. The categories of pressing. Garments which require no pressing. This category includes bras and other foundation garments, stretch swimwear, and briefs and other items of underwear. Manufacturer achieves a satisfactory finished appearance through top stitching of seams and the use of fabrics, sometimes synthetic and usually knitted, which do not require shaping, refinishing or creasing. Garments requiring minimal pressing or finishing. The term finishing is used here since this category includes garments which require no more than a light steaming, since pressing in the sense of applying pressure is not necessary. Garments requiring the use of iron in underpressing and final pressing, for the opening of seams and the creasing of edges, and for pressing garments with gathers and fullness, and in situations where style change is frequent. Pressing with an iron is common because it is simple and flexible. Garments requiring extreme underpressing and final pressing. This category includes garments which require the pressing open of seams and the settings of edges during manufacture, which are often of more moldable fabrics, which use large areas of interlining and which are usually wholly or partly lined. It includes men's jackets, trousers, and waistcoats, women's tailored jackets, top coats, trench coats, etc. Style change in many of these garments is infrequent and a range of specialized shape press equipments are used. Garments requiring pleating or permanent press finishing. The quality of pressing. The quality of a pressing operation can be measured by inspecting and evaluating the following: burnt or scorched garments, water spots or stains, gloss and or change in color, original shade, flattened nap or surface, broken zippers, buttons, etc. The quality of pressing. Creases not correctly formed, fabric of finished garment not smooth, wrinkle free and showing its proper appearance, edges wavy and stressed or thick, garments not thoroughly dried, pockets not smooth, lining showing pleats, creases, shine, garments not correctly molded either in detail or total silhouette, shrinkage due to heat and moisture. The means of pressing. The means of pressing are heat, moisture, usually a steam, and pressure, singly or in combination. This means deform or reform fibers, yarns and fabric in order to achieve the effect intended by the designer. Equally important, after the application of heat and moisture is the application of vacuum, which sucks abundant air through the garment as it dries out residual moisture from the garment and the buck cladding, and ensures that the set imparted by pressing is retained. Knitwear is normally finished flat to the correct dimension by inserting a wire frame into the garment before the application of steam and vacuum. Thank you for watching. For more sessions like this, do like and subscribe to my channel. Please comment your valuable thoughts and don't forget to press the bell icon to get notified when I post a new presentation. Bye, have a good day.